Hi, Nails. Good boy. Come on. There you go. That wasn't so bad, was it? Hey, Scott here, Scotty's Animals. I'm with Nate. What happens if you get bad news at the vet? I'm Scott. I'm a volunteer at the LA Guinea Pig Rescue. And you know what we don't want is to get bad news from the vet. We always want our piggies to be healthy and happy. But if you've had guinea pigs for a while, or even just a little while, you probably realize that just like all of us, from time to time, guinea pigs get sick. And it's really important that when guinea pigs get sick, you can identify the illness and you know how to treat it. And more often than not, you have to go to the vet. There are plenty of things that can happen to guinea pigs that you can treat at home. And actually, I have a video that I'll put that video up right here. This is a list of things that you can treat at home. But for most things, you're going to want to go to the vet, and it's way better to be safe than sorry. A lot of people, they don't want to go to the vet because they're afraid of getting bad news. But that's just like burying your head in the sand. You're not changing the reality by not knowing what is happening. And so if you really want your pigs to be and stay healthy, it's important that if they show signs of illness that you take them to the vet. Guinea pigs are very resilient, and you would be surprised how quickly they bounce back from illness if it's caught early and it's treated appropriately. Guinea pigs that get a respiratory infection almost always make a full recovery if it's caught early enough. And there's so many other illnesses like that where if you just catch it early, you know, like a lump can be removed. But if you wait and it gets bigger, then it gets harder for the vet to remove, and it's more difficult on your pet. Right, Nate? So the point of this video is I want to talk about a bad diagnosis, what to do, and also the bright side of bad news at the vet. Because believe me, there actually really is. I've been corresponding with Bushra, and it turned out that her piggies, one of them has a respiratory infection and one of them has heart disease. And it sounds like bad news. And of course, it's not good news. Nobody wants their piggies to be sick. But there is a silver lining. Now, first of all, a respiratory infection with a course of antibiotics can be healed. So, you know, you want to worry about, you know, it progressing or getting out of control. But once the guinea pigs are on antibiotics, it pretty much takes care of itself. Where are you going? That's not nice. That's not nice. I also recommend doing a course of probiotics like Benebac that really helps with the gut. Antibiotics tend to cause squishy, soft poops and disrupt the digestion. So having a course of Benebac is really important to counteract that. And it's just something that you can keep in your emergency kit. It's great to have on hand if you see soft poops or any kind of funky poops for any reason. So a couple days on Benebac is really a great thing to get the digestion back on track. So let's talk about heart disease. The vet will usually diagnose heart disease after seeing an x-ray where the heart is enlarged. What heart disease does is the heart gets enlarged and it pushes on the lungs, sometimes causing the lungs to fill up with fluid, but it's very uncomfortable for your piggies. But heart disease can be treated and managed very, very well with a couple different types of heart medicines. So the fluid that builds up in the lungs can be removed with a diuretic, and there's other heart meds that can actually eventually over time get the heart back to a normal size. So I have had several guinea pigs that had to be on heart medicine, and in fact Billy and Nails are currently on daily heart meds. So they need to take multiple medicines every day, and hopefully that will increase the quality of their life, make them feel better. Now, the signs of heart disease are generally sometimes confused with a upper respiratory infection. It's breathing issues, sometimes kind of a heaving breathing, and with daily meds that goes away. So if your guinea pig gets diagnosed with heart disease or a respiratory infection, then yes, they're not feeling well, they're sick, but there is plenty that you can do about it if you give them the medicine. When you have a sick piggy, you have to pay extra special attention to them. So you're spending time with them, you're listening for, if it's a heart disease, you're listening to their breathing. If, whatever the symptoms are, you're looking and you're listening to see if they're present. But you also end up looking and listening to them just in general, and the bond that you form. We really do form bonds in the bad times as well as the good times. And when your piggy's sick and you have to take extra special care of them, you really do bond with them. The word care is what we do for the ones we love, but it's also how we feel. We give care with our actions. We give medicine, and we make sure that our patient is comfortable and, on the way to getting better. So through our actions, we give care, but caring, also obviously refers to how we feel. And so I don't think it's a coincidence that language reveals this truth. The fact that through our actions, we build these feelings of love. So by caring, we're giving the actions of caring, but we also are giving and displaying and having these feelings of caring. So the word care really, how do you feel? Well, I care. That's basically saying I love you. And obviously that's what it is. So I get so many messages about symptoms of illness and what to do. I get less messages about, well, now that I've gotten this diagnosis, what now? And the answer is, you follow the directions of what the vet said, because isn't that how it works? The vet will give you a discharge notice and it tells you what to do. Those are the actions of caring, how to care for the patient. But through these acts of caring, you will feel the caring, and the bonds really will grow. So if you have a pig that has heart disease or some shorter term illness or something else, or my Timmy that had mobility issues, the extra time that I spent caring for him was time where we were bonding, where we were growing, and where we were loving each other and growing together. So it may seem time consuming, to have to give medicine, and it may seem like something that you don't want to do. And, on the face of it, sure, maybe there are other things we would love to do with our time and with our guinea pigs besides, just give them medicine. But you will really see not only a silver lining, but in some small way a blessing in disguise of when you care about them and care for them, you will develop a special connection and a bond with your sick piggies that really honestly you won't develop with the piggies that you have that are well. Now, I'll say, unfortunately, pretty much every guinea pig is going to get sick at some time in their life and need vet care. That's just how it is. That's how it is with people. You know, you've got to be prepared for it, but you shouldn't fear it. You should look at it as an opportunity to give the care, to put your money where your mouth is, and to actually take your relationship with your piggies to another level, because they need you and they depend on you. And not only is it the right thing to do, but you will get a reward that is immeasurable in the way that your bonds and your love will grow. You know, and I'm sure that this applies to all of our relationships, not just with our piggies. The more care you put into it, in the good times and the bad, the deeper your relationships will grow, and the more meaningful they'll be, and the more love you'll feel. So let's all really, even though it careful, even though it may seem like a chore, let's put the time in, you know, and let's see what comes of it, because I think it's going to be just love and connection. There you go. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Okay, Bananarama time. Come on. This is your heart meds. Come on, Bill. Come on, Bill. Good boy.
One more banana. Come on. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on, Bill. Come on. Come on. Come on, Billy. Billy. Come on. Why are you being extra difficult? Come on. Billy. I know. Come on. Billy. Come on. We still have one more after this. Come on. Come on. Oh, you're gonna hurt your wrist that way. Come on. I know. Come on, Bill. Billy, come on. Billy. You're doing so good. Last one. There you go. Good boy. Come on. Come on down.
Are you mad, Nate? Okay. Alright, well, we're going to end this video right here. You want to hop in there and taunt the boys? No. Mike, look. Look, Mike. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Why don't you go play with Gary? Let's play with Gary. Oh my goodness. What? What? You smell his butt? That's his butt? Alright guys, I got my hands full. Let me know what you think in the comments. See you next time. No fighting. That's my finger. Ow! Bite his ear, not my finger.